It's time to go racing in the Arizona desert here at the Phoenix International Raceway for the running of the Subway 300. It is our 5th chase race of the season. Paul Taylor, the 43, has the pole for today's event. To his outside is chaser Roman Fenway in the 07. Then third of chaser Cole Luigi, fourth is Anton Charlebois, and rounding out the top 5, Mitchell Collins. Then James Curligan in 6th. 7th place is Anthony Hernandez, Michael Canto in 8th. 9th we have Jeff Bright, and Adam McDowell rounds out the top 10. He is our points leader coming into this race. The rest of the field is Alexander Rowe, to his inside is Blake Petrus. Then we have Riley Spraytube and Jake Galloway, along with Jonathan Buford and Derek Hamill. Then there's Ryan Brommer and Sebastian Kukulon. Greg Lee and George Cooper is looking for the Phoenix sweep here this season. Then we have Danny Lloyd and Jay Jefferson, along with Landon Lyons and Eli Bright. Then there's Luke Rainey and Jim Gambit. Jennifer Buford with Ryan Taylor. Then we have John Gambit and Jacob Davidson. Marshall Burrow with Mathis Wells. Then we have Evan Hunter and Trey Rainey. Justin Heath with Levi Shones. Then there's Max Anderson and Albert Galloway with Jason Larker and Greg Torres. And the farmer William Bull in the 81 with Josephine O'Neill in the 34 to his outside. There's our 42 cars to do battle here at Phoenix. Let's get going with our starting command. And the 4-2 cars rolling off the starting grid here at Phoenix as we're ready to go racing for the Subway 300 and in the chase for the Target Series Championship. Coming into this race, Ed McDowell in the 16 has a 3-point advantage over Ryan Taylor and 4 points over Max Anderson. Those three have distanced themselves from 4th place Sebastian Kukulon, who is 10 back of the 16 his teammate. Down the front stretch, 38 laps, 38 miles here at Phoenix. Taylor steps on the gas and we are green here at Phoenix. Cole Luigi get everything he had on corner entry, but Paul Taylor powers off the top to lead lap 1. Now Luigi once again to the bottom lane through 1 and 2. This is the lane where that's the corner where the bottom lane works better. The 33 gonna take it down the dog leg. Cole Luigi to lead here at Phoenix. One of our chasers trying to get back into the championship hunt with a great day here today. To his inside comes Mitchell Collins, the 11. Collins got a great 3 and 4 right there in the bottom lane. Looks like he's gonna lead the lap, maybe. It was closer at start finish, and they may have given it to the 33 of Cole Luigi. He leads lap 2. But Collins clears through 1 and 2. 11 out front, 3 wide for a second behind. Anthony Hernandez down low. Paul Taylor in the middle. Up top, Cole Luigi. 3 wide for a second on lap 3. This is not something you see every day, especially at a track like Phoenix. Hernandez drives it hard to the bottom, trying to get there. Great run on the bottom lane for the 1, but the 43 powers off down the straightaway on the outside. Almost clear for our poles to turn 1, but Hernandez drives it back to the bottom lane. 33 Cole Luigi getting off the racetrack. He's balanced chaser Roman Fenway. That is 4 points. Fenway to the inside of Luigi. That is 1 point, 1 position on the racetrack. Roman Fenway grabs it from Cole Luigi. As up ahead for the lead. Anthony Hernandez, the 1 using the inside lane. The 11 Collins wound up on the high side. Down the front stretch. Collins leads the left with a push on the 43. Now Hernandez. He drives it back hard to the bottom lane. Number 1 out front. Anthony Hernandez to the lead at Phoenix. And now Roman Fenway, the chaser, for 2nd. As 4 cars pull away, they have Cole Luigi in 5th, as he's gotten clear of Jeff Bright in the 3. Fenway, a good run on the bottom lane through 3 and 4. The 1 up the racetrack. 33 into the back of the 43. The 1 gets clear. Collins back to 2nd. Fenway, though, the inside lane to turn 1. And the 07 going to use that well. It's back here. Cole Luigi going to grab 4th, as Fenway looking for the lead down the dog leg. Got a good run to turn 3. Roman Fenway, our chaser, to the inside of Anthony Hernandez, the 1. They go side by side through 3 and 4. Roman Fenway, the 07, trying to clear Hernandez off turn 4. Can't quite get done there. 3 wide for the back. Fenway leads at the start-finish line, and here's the 3-wide battle. Derek Hamill coming 3 wide on Jeff Bright and James Curligan. Bright contact with the 70. They're rubbing off turn 2. Keeping it going straight. Look at Jay Jefferson taking advantage there. He's going 3 wide, the 05 inside the top 5. Or inside the top 10, excuse me. He's got 2 positions for 1 right there with the rubbing. And here comes Eli Bright, the 88. One of our chasers. He's not had a great chase. He's looking to just try and get whatever he can out of these final 6 races. Eli 3 wide on Jeff Wright and James McCurrigan. That would be for a spot inside the top 10. As up front, Coluigi for the lead. Eli Bright makes it through the 3 wide and grabs 2 more positions. Up front, Coluigi's gotten to the race lead. Collins to his inside in the 11. Some great racing all around this 1-mile flat track in the Arizona desert. To the inside comes Collins for the lead. 33 up the racetrack big time. Trying to get that run off the top side. He does down the front stretch, closer at the start-finish line. And Coluigi once again steals the lap lead. And the laps lead mean nothing for these chasers. They still want to just be out front every chance they can get. It's away from the disasters that could happen in the middle of the pack. We saw that 3 wide. That could have actually caused a crash if those drivers were not careful. They all did a great job there making it through unscathed. Look at that. Big move there by Hernandez. Driving it hard to the bottom of 3 to get in front of Eli Bright. And Gary Fenway in the 07 almost crashed there with the contact from the 1. Eli Bright, the 88, is up to 4th. He has had a dismal chase thus far in the Target Series. Through 4 races, he's only gained 9 points. 9 points in 4 races. That's a net gain of just over 2 points. The 88 team has not been strong. In fact, their championship chances are basically out the window because of how bad they've been. But they are here now to win races. He has 4 wins this season. He's looking for another one and would tie him with Jeff Wright for the most Joe Wright wins in league history. And how about that? To tie Jeff Wright, one of the best in the Gatorade Cup Series, the Target Series, the Penzo Truck Series. He has 3 championships among those series. If Eli Bright can tie, show that he deserves a championship or 2 in these series. He's just as good as his father, Jeff. Speaking of his father, Jeff's still back there in the middle of the 3 wide and whatnot, trying to get clear of all that. Just behind Jay Jefferson. Here's Adam McDowell. He found his way back down low. He's now trying to battle back up inside the top 10. Adam McDowell fighting back on the inside lane, getting through some chasers. Interesting to see if he can make any more moves. 4th, Derek comes to the inside of Eli Bright as Coluigi looks for the lead. Stays in line. Look at the big run for him on the bottom lane. Drives it hard through 3 and 4. Tight off the corner though, and Coluigi's going to get 2nd back. Sees clear the 26. And Paul Taylor, our pulsar, coming back to the front. He's looking 3 wide there in the 26. Decides better of it. They got a great run to Coluigi as well. The 33 did not have a great 1 and 2. Hamill's there. Hernandez falling back to 1 car. There's Coluigi stuck up top now as Derek Hamill comes to his inside. Hamill looking for the lead. 26 gonna grab 2nd. Can he slide up off 4? He has a lane up in front of the 33. He does get up there, so Derek Hamill's through to 2nd. Paul Taylor to 3rd. Now Taylor looks for the 2nd position. The 43 pretty strong here as of late. 3 wide down low. Here comes Trey Rainey in the 25. Won the Penzo Truck Series race just yesterday. He's looking for the Target Series win here at Phoenix. He's inside the top 10 now. Trey Rainey moving forward the 25. That's a great run right here. Look at James Kurgan up into Roman Fenway. They're almost contact made. These guys getting close. Look at Hernandez. What is he thinking? Where is he going to go? The 1 car behind this 3 wide. Trey Rainey moves by on the inside. The 1 stays high. Contact there! They're going to the outside wall! Hernandez involved, the 70 upside down! The 1 spins to the 12 of Marcus Sachi! The 18 gets collected with the 32, the 87. There's the Kurgan still flipping. There's the 7, the 34. The Kurgan flips, barrel rolls down the backstretch. The 01 involved, the 87. Yellow is out and back in front. Paul Taylor by inches. The 43 barely winning the race back to the start finish line as we get a caution flag before the halfway point, and it is for a massive crash down the dogleg. The 70 collected there in that big mess 3 wide inside the top 10, and it causes the crash, which is getting many drivers dazed. Kurgan went upside down on his lid, flipping numerous times down the dogleg. So Paul Taylor, our pulsar, out front here at Phoenix on the Subway 300. And let's see the reason for caution number 1. Involved one of them, James Kurgan, the 70. Definitely done for the day. Anthony Hernandez in the 1 also gets collected. Here they are, 3 wide through 1 and 2. Trey Rainey makes a big 3 wide move, and Kurgan in the 70 slides up into the 07 Roman Fenway. They get collected just a little bit right there. Up the racetrack, they both go hard to the outside wall for the 70 and the 07. Off the wall, Fenway gets into Hernandez. Wells flips the 70 over. There's the 1 getting collected again. Jay Jefferson taking evasive action. Jim Gimmett finds a hole through that to get by. Fenway Wells, there's the 66 hitting the 70 up into the 00, the 99, the 6, the 7 flipping the 70 over. There's the 60. I mean, a ton of chasers collected in this. The 60 has damage. We saw the 6 get damage. Max Anderson got damage. In the 98, Roman Fenway damage. A lot of chasers involved. We're going to try and see if we can find any more as we go real speed. There's just the contact of 70 flipping. Slides on his lid, comes back down, and then gets hit again. There's Jonathan Buford. Kukulon, as we mentioned, damaged. Greg Torres in the 7 getting collected. And that is a lot of chasers that are going to have bad days, bad points days. The 7, the 6. Remember we said Kukulon was 10 back of the points lead coming into this race. And now it looks like he got some damage. How about McDowell getting around the outside? William Bowen, Ryan Taylor gets around. There's the 6. It's close there for that 6. He may have slowed it down time, Sebastian Kukulon. It'll be interesting to see from his onboard if he did make contact or not. Sebastian Kukulon, the 6, right in the middle of all the madness. Is he able to get through without damage? He came in 10 points back of the points lead. He actually did. Kukulon finds his way through the mess. Not involved in this crash. He still has a shot at it. Greg Torres, the 7, involved. Looks like Algarve, the 10, just missed the crash. Let's go on board with him as he is able to get through the madness in front of him. He was just ahead of the number 7. George Cooper, someone we didn't mention, looking for the Phoenix sweep. He got away on the outside. He still has a shot to try and sweep, but there's the damage to the 07 trying to come down the pit lane. See there is a ton of damage to both sides of that car. Roman Fenway going to be damaged. We'll see if he can get his car back on the racetrack or not, but obviously that is a huge setback for the 07 team. They're running inside the top 10 when the crash happened. Leading us back was Paul Taylor by about the nose over the 11 of Mitchell Collins, and now we have a restart to deal with. The 43, our pulsators out front as we will go back green at the halfway point here at Phoenix. Green flag this time by 19 laps in the books, 19 laps to go here in the Subway 300. Paul Taylor, our pulsator, is out front. Justin Heath, James McCrogan, Jonathan Buford, Anthony Hernandez, the 12 of Greg Lee, and the 60 of Landon Lyons have all retired their cars. Lyons is the only chaser out of the race. Roman Fenway, has fallen a lap down, so 2 chasers in a bit of a mess. The 7 has damage. He's right now 34th. As those are some of the chasers that are towards the back. Max Anderson, 28th, another one of our chasers. Paul Taylor leads the field. Mitchell Collins, 11 in second. Chaser Coluigi, 3rd. Chaser Eli Bright, 4th. And Derek Hill inside the top 5. Front 3 break away. Eli spins the tires. They go through 1 and 2. Collins, 11. All over the back of the 43, Paul Taylor. To the inside looks, off turn 2. And down the dog leg. The 11 with the push from Coluigi in the 33 to turn 3. They go side by side for the lead to turn 3. Mitchell Collins, the 11, on the bottom lane, gets clear Paul Taylor. Luigi up to 2nd. Derek Hill for 4th on Eli Bright. Trey Ray, the 25, behind him. Luigi grabs the spot from a 43 to turn 1. How about Luigi? That 33 looking pretty good here today. As long as nothing goes wrong, I could see a good points in the future for that 33 and to try and get up to the points lead again. They race down the back stretch. Derek Hill to the inside, Eli Bright still for that position. That is for 4th. Trey Ray, Levi Schoen still on the bottom lane. That's 25, 26, 27, no particular order on the bottom lane working together. Derek Kimmel grabs the 4th position. He clears Eli Bright. Trey Ray looking for 5th. Now he's looking for 4th through 1 and 2. Great corner there for the 25 down low. Trey Rainey all the way to 4th, and now Eli Bright gets in line looking back to the inside of the 26 for the top 5. Off to turn 3. Eli Bright, the 8-8, using the inside lane well. He grabs 5th back. Trey Rainey, a great 3 and 4 on the bottom lane. Gets to Paul Taylor. Got a little tight off the corner. Had to lift. The 43 pulls back away. But he is there. He's shown that he has a fast race car at this point in time. Possibly using what he learned from the Pennzoil Truck Series race yesterday. Because remember, he came out of nowhere. Jake Out was dominating. Then he got around Jake and then pulled away. So maybe he learned how to save his tires a little bit better here in this hot Arizona desert sun. Trey Ray once again with a bid for 3rd to the inside of Paul Taylor. Levi Schoens grabs the spot from Derek Himmel back there for 6th. But still, Paul Taylor is in that outside lane well. The tire wear coming into effect. The outside lane is starting to work just a little bit better than that inside. We have 15 laps to go. And no one's right now running down Mitchell Collins. He's pulling away from Kobe, who's in the 33 behind. 25 Trey Ray once again. This time a better entry to the corner. He was up further forward on the 43. Look at Hamill back for Schoens as Trey Ray clears for 3rd. He slides up in front of the 43 of Paul Taylor. He grabs the third position. Look at him defending that inside lane. Now pulling up all the way. He saw the 43 has a run down the straightaway. Decided he would just stay a little bit lower to try and protect that bottom lane if the 43 decided to make a run at it. Now Paul Taylor falls through the clutches of Eli Bright, Derek Hamill, Levi Jones, Ryan Brommer. Also Jim Gambit and Jay Jefferson are inside the top 10 as of now. For the second position, Trey Rainey's not fooling around. He's right in the back of Coluigi, 13 to go this time by. The 25 is pretty fast. Trey Rainey in the 25, coming forward fast. Eli Bright, the 88, is going to move to 4th right here with that move around the 43 of Paul Taylor. So our pulls there starting to fade back here as Trey Rainey looks for a second on Coluigi. Trey looking for another win. He's one of the most winningest drivers in Joe Wright history. Looking for the lead. Big move through 3 and 4. Mitchell Collins did not see that coming. Trey Rainey is there. Down with front stretch. Looking to the inside. Turn 1, 12 to go. Trey Rainey to the inside. Mitchell Collins through 1 and 2. They go side by side down the dogleg for the lead. Trey Rainey the big run through 3 and 4 to the inside. He'll grab the position to turn 3. Trey Rainey clears. He's out front down the Subway 300. Coluigi the 33 fighting back in the inside. Rainey clears. Now the battle for second. Coluigi to second at the start finish line. He has 11 laps to get clear and run down Trey Rainey. Might get clear this lap right here through 1 and 2, a good run. Trey Rainey up the racetrack allows Luigi to close in a little bit down the dogleg. Ryan Brommer in the 49 has made his way up to 4th. He moves through the lap traffic. Now Coluigi looking to the inside. Trey Rainey for the lead. They go side by side. Luigi fighting back, not letting Trey have all the glory. Ryan Brommer closing in 4th. He has a fast race car at this point in the run. Luigi the 33, the inside lane working well for him. He goes side by side with Trey Rainey as they work their way down the back stretch. Paul Taylor moving back forward. He's going for 5th. 9 to go this time by. Luigi the 33. The inside lane working through 3 and 4. He pulls away. Big run for the 33. 9 to go. He's out front now at Phoenix. One of our chasers leads. They battle for second. Trey Rainey the outside. Mitchell Collins back on the inside. The front 3 pulled away. This could be a 3-car race at the front as Ryan Brown trying to fend off Paul Taylor for 4th. Mitchell Collins, the 11, has been one of the fastest cars here today. And now finds himself in a hole. But look at him. Back to the inside. Coluigi got a great 3 and 4. Look at the run for the 11. He's going to lead the lap. Collins from 3rd to 1st in 1 lap. Now Trey Rainey has a decision. Does he go high? Does he go low? He stays in the middle. Now if the 11 clears the 33, can Luigi get in line from the 25 of Trey Rainey? That's going to be a no. Rainey gets to the bottom. Paul Taylor back to 4th over Ryan Brommer. 7 to go this time by. Mitchell Collins, Trey Rainey, Coluigi, the front 3, battling their guts out for the win here at Phoenix. Paul Taylor in 4th, our pole sitter, watching this in case something goes wrong. And then Eli Bright fighting to get inside the top 5 on Ryan Brommer. Currently inside the front 3 is a chaser. And then Eli Bright, the next chaser, fighting for 4th, 5th, and 6th. As Ryan Brommer fights back in the outside. Trey Rainey for the lead again through 3 and 4 in the inside lane for him as Collins gets tight up top. And Trey Rainey is back out front now at Phoenix in the Subway 300, coming to 6 to go. But Coluigi, that 33 is just as fast as that 25, I believe. It would take some sort of miracle for Trey Rainey to lead from here on out. Off the racetrack again through 1 and 2. Coluigi, the 33. That inside lane gets a good run off turn 2. Roman Fenway's head with Evan Hunter. Will they hold up some of these drivers that are fighting for the win? Trey Rainey pulls ahead. Coluigi second. Once again, a great dive into turn 3 for that 33. Moves him up to the back bumper. Trey Rainey. 5 to go at Phoenix. Yellow flag would end the race prematurely. Trey Rainey, Coluigi, Mitchell Collins, the front 3 there, single file as of now. 33 loses some ground to the 25, then Ryan Brommer up to 4th. Eli Bright kicked back to 5th in this madness that's happening. And Paul Taylor is 6th, Levi Jones 7th, Jay Jefferson 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th are a battle between Oliver Galloway, Derek Hamill, and William Bullen. Collins first second on Coluigi, the 33 trying to get down low as they get by the lap car Roman Fenway. Trey Rainey gets on by. Coluigi will get by through 1 and 2. They have 4 laps of racing going now. Evan Hunter ahead in the 01. Rainey, the 25, trying to get to the inside down the dogleg. Gets slowed up a little bit, gets a little halted. Luigi's there in the 33. Got a good run to turn 3. Ryan Brommer now, as they got slowed a little bit. Brommer in 4th has appeared. But now it's the front 2 that pull away as Collins gets tight underneath the 01. Now 3 to go. It's a Trey Rainey, Coluigi battle at the front. 2-horse race. Look at Trey Rainey, the 25, a little high. Coluigi to his back bumper down the dogleg. We have seen some great battles here at Phoenix in the past for the win. This one's shaping up to be a duel in the desert. Trey Rainey, Cold Luigi gonna sell this out here at Phoenix. 2 to go this time by 2 miles. The inside for Cold Luigi, the outside for Trey Rainey. A duel in the desert, a classic duel in the desert. 2 cars, 2 drivers to sell this. Cold Luigi and Trey Rainey. They battle side by side down the dogleg, coming to the white flag. It's Cold Luigi with the lead to turn 3. Trey Rainey gonna get back in line right here through 3 and 4. He gets a good run on the top side. He's gonna have 1 left to run the 33 back down, get by. Caution! It will be over. Cold Luigi back to the start finish line. 2nd win this season and a great point today at Phoenix. And you have to think that's because of lap traffic. The 16 of Adam McDowell, our points leader, all torn up. The 27 of Jones, there's the 98, one of our top drivers in points as well. Ryan Taylor makes it through the madness. He could get a good points day for him. You have to wonder if the 07 or the 01 caused this. Jones was up towards the front. Max Anderson, Adam McDowell. And the race has ended a lap early, and Cold Luigi is thankful for that. Trey Rainey is saying, my gosh, I needed that 1 more lap. It would have been a great fight to the end. Trey Rainey could have made it to Cold Luigi if the 33 had possibly gone wide through 1 and 2. But it is over in the desert. Cold Luigi, great points day for him. As some of our top drivers in points falter, have some bad races, Cold Luigi takes advantage as he wins the Subway 300 here at Phoenix. Trey Rainey, Ryan Brower, Mitchell Collins. How about Jay Jefferson? The only time he was in the top 5 all day was at the end. Jefferson in the top 5 here at Phoenix. Let's see what brought the caution flag. Levi Jones, one of them, the 27 involved. Adam McDowell, the 16 as well, involved our points leader. It was due to lap traffic, the reason this caution comes out. Levi Jones is stuck behind Evan Hunter. The 60 Van McDowell goes up with him. He's stuck. He's trying to get down low right here. He sees a hole in front of Riley Spraytube. He moves down. Spraytube moves up. They make contact in the middle. Spraytube gets up into McDowell. I don't know if it's on purpose or what. 28 sideways through the corner, saves his car. McDowell comes up, gets into Jones. Hard collision for Jones to the outside. While the 16 as well. Roman Fenway gets through. But then some more come into it. There's Max Anderson hitting Adam McDowell. The 98 out of control. That is 2 of the front 3 in points involved in this massive collision in turn number 3. As Riley Spraytube gets up into and turns Adam McDowell entering turn 3, coming to the white flag. And you have to wonder when that yellow comes out, how close were our race leaders to taking that? I mean, the 16 spinning with the 98 there and the 27. You have to wonder when that yellow comes out, when the pace car lights come on, and where the race leaders were, when are they getting the information that the yellow is out? Right about here. So the 16 is, at this point, backwards on the racing surface with the 27. And right here, our race leaders are just coming off turn 4. So 5-10 seconds they would have had until they got to the start-finish line. Cold Luigi's out front of Trey Rainey. And look at how close it was. I mean, the 33 and the 25, they were but 1-2 car lengths apart. If Trey Rainey had 1 more lap, he could have put on a show to try and get to Cold Luigi. But nonetheless, the race ends under the yellow flag, and it's Cold Luigi, another Target Series victory here for that 33. Let's go see the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Subway 300 at the Phoenix International Raceway. 2 caution flags for 5 laps. 13 lead changes, 6 different drivers leading laps in this race. It was a very competitive Phoenix race for sure. The drivers that were up front definitely put on a show. But it was Cold Luigi bringing home the gold and the glory, winning in the Arizona desert over Trey Rainey, who was maybe a lap away from having a shot. Rainey ends up 2nd, Ryan Barmer 3rd. Mitchell Collins, most laps led for him, 17. Falls back to 4th at the end. Jay Jefferson up to 5th. That was the highest he was all race long. Paul Taylor, 6 laps led from the pole, 6th for him. Eli Bright, a great points day for him. I know he probably doesn't really have a shot at the championship. Something big would have to happen. But Eli, he just needed this race for some momentum, some comfort heading into these final 5 races of the season. Oliver Galloway, 8th. William Bullen, 9th. And Derek Hamill rounds out the top 10. So looking at the top 20, see inside the top 10 finishing positions, the Chasers, Cold Luigi, Eli Bright, Oliver Galloway, William Bullen. For the top 10 Chasers, look down to find some more Chasers, and you have to go down to 19th, Michael Canto for the 5th highest finishing Chaser. I mean, it was not a good day to be a Chaser unless you were Cold Luigi, Eli Bright, Oliver Galloway, William Bullen. Otherwise, it was a mediocre to bad day for those drivers. Ryan Taylor, 2nd in points coming into the day, ends up 21st, but is good enough to take over the points lead. Kukulon, 23rd. Look down and find some more Chasers like Greg Torres in 31st. Max Anderson, 32nd. Adam McDowell, our points here, 33rd for him. Roman Fenway Landlines, 36th and 37th. The rest of the field, see a ton A ton of these drivers involved in crashes. Right side are the point standings, and Ryan Taylor, as mentioned, does take over the point lead. A slim 1-point margin, though, over Adam McDowell, who does maintain second position. Max Anderson, his first race where he did not gain 9 points in a chase race. He is still third in points, only 4 points behind Ryan Taylor still. And then some of these drivers have closed in a bit. William Bowen is only 6 points back. Right now, fourth. Sebastian Kukulon is only 8 back in the 6 car. And then Code Luigi is tied with Michael Canto. They're both 11 points back, so they're still within a race. So they have closed in greatly. Code Luigi, I think, coming into the race was like 19 points behind. So he definitely gained greatly with that win here today at Phoenix. And then Eli Bright, the 88, we mentioned how he just needed this day. He had 9 points coming into this day. He leaves with 20. He more than doubled the amount of points he has gained throughout the chase in just one race alone. As we're now halfway through the chase, 5 races left to crown a Target Series champion. Right now, Ryan Taylor and Adam McDowell looking like the big drivers that will clash it out for the championship. Max Anderson has been very quietly and consistent throughout this chase. He still has a shot, and they have drivers like William Bowen, Michael Canto, Cole Luigi, who are there ready to pounce if those front 3 get into it with each other. And it's going to be an exciting rest of the chase. 5 races left to crown a Target Series champion, and we go to Auto Club. We stay on the West Coast, the Sony 300. I will see you guys then.